We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check out. Right, 622.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yo, Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
3rd and 2. Love.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Yeah.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Set. 180.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Here we go.
First carry for James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50.
You.
Double dog. That's the way.
Out. Check.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Come on. You better bring it.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Go. Strong right.
SOS.
12.
SOS.
After the interception, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Check pass.
Now Locke on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Let's go.
Kendrick Bourne with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They can't hang with us.
Hey, check. Here we go.
Fresno. He's checking.
Hey, 79. Wait, 89.
They start the drive with Connor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rivers to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
White!
Joker.
Hey, Echo!
On third down, Rivers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Powering forward. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Rivers now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Locke. Now he's flushed out left. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Go!
To the air again, Locke. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Here's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Whoa.
50, Mike's 50.
To throw is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
On 1st down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 34.
Rivers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Counter on 1st down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
Topper!
Watch the run. Under 10.
Hey, Rocket.
10. Under crunch.
Connor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Stop your whining. Mike's 59.
Hey, Delta.
Get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
Hey, Red.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at stop the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the edge.
Buffalo one. Hey, exit.
On first down, Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Left. Q.
59. Let's go.
Hey.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You gonna get this, boy?
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Get ready.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready. Round 80.
Mike, 47. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Load it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wait, 89.
They'll run here with Connor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Slam. Check 26. Check. Lucky. Shoot. Tight dog. Kill.
Hey, turn it up. Kill.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I'm coming after you.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space, because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Switzer on the return. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point from McManus is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Load it! Load it!
Mike's 59.
Hey! Wahoo!
Watch the pass.
Check 59. Mike.
59.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got an open man, it's Washington. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Run 80!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
It's a party now.
Hey, easy, easy. Hey, my 7.
Check 59.
There we go, here we go.
Here's Rivers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Mike, check, 59. Time to go, night.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers.
They're running.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
White!
Watch the run.
Hey, Charlie!
To the air again here, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Washington.
Check 31.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready! 180!
Here we go. Hey, watch the edge.
Keep it skinny!
36.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it! Load it!
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Let him know.
Q.
Let him know.
Hey, Alpha.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
White, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Orange 5-4.
Mike, 42.
To throw on third down. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check out. Line 40.
54 Mike. Exit, exit.
On first down, it's Long. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Check 3, check 3.
Bang, 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 bang.
Jam him, jam him, jam, jam.
Alert, alert.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike.
11 feet.
54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Luck now to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
12.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Step around BD, black 15.
Watch the slant.
Hey.
The handoff right side, it's Washington. And some room to maneuver. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Washington, 96 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Connor going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To try again after the sack. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy, easy.
They're not ready for this.
Red Delta!
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike's 59. Mike behind.
Off the play fake here. Rivers. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
12.
Watch out.
Hey, Rocket.
49, check 49, check 49.
Chef. Rush in.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch that. He's coming. Red. Spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Danny. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Check 52. Check 13. Check 13.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
White, 80 hot. Red.
Again, a run with Connor. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
Back to throw, Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Third and long, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check out. Bring 90.
You think you got it, son?
A shotgun snap for Locke. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Luck now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Luck. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here's Connor on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
1 more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Pittsburgh, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Denver, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.